Namaste, angels. This is the daily reading for Wednesday, September 4th. There is still a Scorpio moon on this day. So, again, wherever, in whatever house in your zodiac chart that falls, that is where and how you will be affected by the moon on this day, if at all. For us Geminis, it is in our sixth house of like work, details. So maybe having to do with your errands, something that you're working on, that you're trying to get done throughout the day, is what I'm feeling most. But we'll see. All right, so what else do we have to talk about on this day? We're going to begin with the year 476, when Romulus Augustulus, the last Western Roman emperor, abdicates after forces led by Odoacer invade Rome, the traditional end of the Western Roman Empire. He was named Augustulus, Augustulus. Sounds like a mouthful if you want to look him up. 1609, navigator Henry Hudson is the first European to discover the island of Manhattan. It's recognized on this day, September 4th, and in parentheses it says, or September 11th. Isn't that interesting? In connection to Manhattan. 1682, English astronomer Edmund Halley observes the comet named after him on this day, in that year. 1781, Los Angeles is founded by 44 Spanish-speaking mestizos in the Bahia de las Fumas, or the Bay of Smokes. 1862, General Lee invades the North with 50,000 Confederate troops during the Maryland Campaign as part of the U.S. Civil War. Did you know George Eastman patents the first roll film camera and registers Kodak as a brand, a company, on this day, September 4th, in the year 1888? Famous birthdays: William Lyons, Edward Worths, Paul Harvey, Ray Floyd, Tom Watson, and Beyonce Knowles. Would you believe carpet that can help to prevent falls among the elderly by warning them of unusual footsteps is developed on this day, September 4th, in the year 2012. Famous weddings: 1834, abolitionist William Lloyd Garrison, 28, weds Helen Eliza Benson. 1930, the Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, 21, weds Vivian Bury at the First African Baptist Church in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And 1988, actor Kevin Bacon marries actress Kyra Sedgwick. Famous deaths: Hank Greenberg, Steve Irwin, and Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers was fully named Joan Alexandra Maliski. She was an actress, comedian, and TV host. Famous for her sometimes controversial comedic persona, Rivers came to prominence in 1965 as a guest on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, who became her mentor. In 1986, she became the first woman to host a late-night network television talk show with The Late Show with Joan Rivers, in competition with Johnny Carson, who never forgave her. Her late-night talk show was short-lived, but Rivers went on to host The Joan Rivers Show from 1989 to 1993 on daytime TV, winning a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Talk Show Host in 1990. She was born on June 8th in 1933 in Brooklyn, New York, USA. That makes her a Gemini on the star signs. She was also a rooster on the Chinese zodiac. She died on September 4th in 2014 at the age of 81 of cardiac arrest after serious complications from a procedure on her vocal cords. Steve Irwin was a naturalist and a TV star, Australian. He was nicknamed the Crocodile Hunter, and he was the star of the internationally broadcast wildlife documentary series of the same name. He was born on February 22nd, 222, in the year 1962, in Essendon, Victoria, Australia, and was a tiger in the Chinese zodiac and a Pisces. He died on September 4th in 2006 at the age of 44 of a pierced, he had been pierced in the chest by a stingray. A stingray's barb while filming an underwater documentary film that was titled The Ocean's Deadliest. Boy, was he right, huh? I guess they never finished that. I never heard of it. You know how sometimes when somebody dies in the middle of production, they still finish it somehow? I don't think they did with that. Anyway, moving on. Hank Greenberg was a baseball player, American, famous for having been a Detroit Tiger that was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He was born on January 1st in 1911. 1119 backwards. Also January 1st, of course, another 11. He was born in New York City, New York, USA, and was a Capricorn. He died on September 4th in 1986 at the age of 75. Going back up to the birthdays, Beyonce Knowles is 37 years old. Her full name is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, and she's a singer. She rose to fame in the late 1990s as the lead singer of the R&B girl group Destiny's Child. Her songs are often characterized by themes of love, relationships, and monogamy, as well as female sexuality and empowerment. On stage, her dynamic... Oh, goodness. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Her dynamic, highly choreographed performances have led to critics hailing her as one of the best entertainers in contemporary popular music. Throughout her career, she has won 17 Grammy Awards and sold over 75 million records as a solo artist, and a further 60 million with Destiny's Child, making her one of the best-selling music artists of all time. She was born on September 4th in 1981 in Houston, Texas, USA, and is 37 years old, a rooster on the Chinese zodiac, and a Virgo. Tom Watson is 69 years old. He's a golfer, American, or he was at least, one of the leading players in the world in the 1970s and 80s. He was born on September 4th. Did I mention that September 4th is 1304, 1111? I don't think I did, but it is. He was born in 1949 in Kansas City, Missouri, USA, and is 69 years old, an ox on the Chinese zodiac, and a Virgo. Ray Floyd is 76 years old. He's a golfer and four-time major championship winner, American. He won 22, master number 22, events on the PGA Tour and 4 major championships, the 1969 PGA Championship, the 1976 Masters, the 1982 PGA Championship, and the 1986 U.S. Open. He was born on September 4th in 1942 in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, USA, and is 76 years old, a horse on the Chinese zodiac, and a Virgo. Paul Harvey was an ABC radio broadcaster, American, a conservative American radio broadcaster for the ABC radio networks whose programs reached as many as 24 million people a week. He was born on September 4th in 1918 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA, and was a Virgo. He died on February 28th in 2009 at the age of 90. Edward Worths was a Nazi physician, a chief SS doctor at the Auschwitz concentration camp from September 1942 to January 1945. He was born on September 4th in 1909 in Würzburg, Germany, and was a Virgo. He died on September 20th in 1945 at the age of 36 of suicide. All of those Nazis killed themselves of that time. They were all too big of punks to face the imprisonment and the trials and stuff, it seems. Anyway, moving on to the last one. William Lyons, profession, Mr. Jaguar. He was British and co-founder of the Swallow Sidecar Company in 1922. As chairman, William Lyons announced the company change of name to Jaguar Cars in 1945. He was born on September 4th in 1901 in Blackpool, England, and was a Virgo. He died on February 8th in 1985 at the age of 83, and he was the last. So today with the dice, we begin with massage. Yes. And buy shoes. Spirit says it's 50-50. Party. Maybe for Beyonce. And massage. I say maybe for Beyonce because I just realized I'm beginning with the 8 of spring. It has all these bees on it, you know, the beehive. It's all about messages coming in, going out, good news or informative, you know, information, positive, something that leads to something positive. You know, if it's not your traditional good news, could be also that you ordered something and you're receiving it, you know, packages, mail, phone calls, all that kind of stuff. Forward moving shit, right? Also about the universe working on your behalf behind the scenes. You've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven has sent you. So yeah, maybe that was from her. Maybe this is for Beyonce. It's very interesting for the camera to commit suicide as I was talking about her. Anyway, moving on to the 6 of Winter. So speaking of positive stuff, right? This is also positive. So maybe you do get some good news or some news that you're being freed up from something, some sort of situation that was going on that, you know, you just sort of needed out. It was difficult. It was trying. It was stressful, whatever. And now you're moving into this calmer, stiller waters, courtesy of whatever this was. The challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let go of the past and embrace the happier times ahead. You also could be moving. This could be news of an opportunity to move, or something could be going on again behind the scenes on your behalf that provides you with an opportunity to move or to go on vacation, to travel or something. Eight of Spring. And speaking of moving, it is Major Arcana card 16, life experience, or the Tower, which can often be about an actual tower, like a home, a structure, or something. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action, like moving. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. So I do feel it's a positive Tower. And look, the next card is the 6 of Spring. These have been all good cards. I see people, I've heard people, you know, over the course that I've been, I guess, paying attention at all to tarot, just go on and on about how awful the Tower is. And it's just not true. It just really isn't true. I mean, sometimes, yeah, it can be pretty devastating and overwhelming, but it's not automatically, you know. Sometimes good stuff can overwhelm us too. And it just, I don't know. Some people they're just in such a negative headspace. It's really disturbing. Anyway, our reading is positive. The next card is the 6 of Spring, or 6 of Wands. This is all about success, victory, recognition, honor. You're in the spotlight. It's a good time. You got a raise, you got a promotion, you got a bonus, you got an apartment, you're getting to move, you're getting to go on vacation. You know, all those things that I said before are possible. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're singled out for a special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all of the attention. And so that may be about what you're receiving news as well. Things could be buzzing. People could be buzzing about you, or things could be buzzing around you, like moving, shaking. Oh, goodness. All right. Still positive. The cards that flipped over. We may have to make some sort of decision, however, in connection to whatever's going on in our life. And it seems as if when we do, need to make a decision, we haven't been so quick to make it yet. We've just been sort of sitting around hoping it'll go away. It won't. Procrastination and worrying about what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, listen to me very carefully. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance, what you want to do. And the overall energy is the Princess of Spring, who is energetic, outgoing, optimistic, and creative. Creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. The Princess of Spring is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Crowning the masculine today is the King of Summer, who is warm-hearted, devoted, loving, and faithful. A trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. This could be the masculine's energy himself, or against somebody with whom he is dealing. Quite possibly a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, particularly generous, romantic, compassionate. Masculine surrounded by the Princess of Summer. So this may be a younger water sign, or a younger romantic interest, or family member, or close friend, somebody in whom you are emotionally invested. This could be a father and a child, two different people. The Princess of Spring, of Summer, like the King, is also a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, and is sensitive, kind, open-hearted, and inexperienced. This can also be about offers of love or notices, information, like receiving some sort of communication to which, you would be emotionally, or by which you'd be emotionally affected. So it could be tied to the other message, the eight of wands, the one with the bees on it, right? You can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or a close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. Masculine subconscious, the Queen of Winter, experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. All of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, to clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and to disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. So the masculine may be thinking those things that he needs to embody, this energy of the Queen of Swords, and cut some things out of his life or add some things to his life. I mentioned over the weekend that she is sometimes known as the Feng Shui Queen, because that's what she does. She adds things that she needs that align with her, and she cuts out things that don't, with which she doesn't resonate. They have to go. The Queen of Winter is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. She could very well also be the person on the masculine's mind. And again, so maybe this is one masculine. Maybe he's a younger water sign, interested in an older Air sign. That's another possibility. Crowning the feminine. Speaking of air signs, Major Arcana card 8, Justice, which represents the planet Venus, ruler of Libra and Gemini. This card represents the sign of Libra. It's about the scales being balanced, the playing field being leveled so that it's fair for everybody. Fair decisions will be made after all of the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. So if others have been receiving, whether they were actually due or not, for whatever reason they've been receiving. So now the scales are like this and you're up here. Then that means you have to get so that the scales can, do this and then be level again. You have to catch up. That's what justice shows up for. May be connected again to an actual air sign. Surrounding the feminine, it is the 4 of spring. Speaking of moving again, and new apartments and new homes and all that kind of stuff. 4 of spring can definitely be about that. It is about joy, happiness, home, family, foundations. It's time to kick back, relax, and to celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or very happy home life. It's about commitment to even marriage, moving in with somebody, cohabitation. And those could that could definitely be the case with the 4 of spring or wands and justice showing up together. Like a legal situation, a contract involving a living space, maybe feminine subconscious. Very nice. The Prince of Spring, passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing that you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. The Prince of Spring is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Can also be, like just a karmic energy, like the planet Jupiter, the planet Mars themselves, coming in with this assistance for you. Even if it's a person, it's often, somebody that comes in to help. They are Prince Charming, right? To the rescue, saving the day. So it's somebody who comes in and assists you in some way. Captain Save-A-Ho. But no, it's like something like that. Not that necessarily I'm here, I'm going to save you, but something that they do helps to facilitate something that you need. You know what I mean? Or to further your situation. And usually comes in very fast when it's the Prince of Spring or Wands, the Knight of Wands. So very nice. Crowning. Oh, the 3 of Summer. So a reason to celebrate too. If it's a legal issue, again, it's positive for us. But the masculine's got a very positive day here too. You have an exciting reason to celebrate, such as an engagement, a wedding, graduation, or a birth announcement. I think this card has shown up every day this week thus far. Remember to cherish those you love. So again, reunions, reconciliations, whether it's friends, family, business partner, lovers, happy endings. Even where there's separation, I think I talked about this over the weekend. It's like that's a happy situation too. So maybe somebody's getting divorced, but it's for the best, or separating for the best, like that sort of thing. So still reason to celebrate. And it's what we wanted. The star has also been here, I think, every day this week, and it is back. Major Arcana card 17, another 8. So there's been a lot of karmic energy this week. The star represents the sign of Aquarius, so more air. Again, it could be connected to this queen here. And this card, like the 8 of Wands, with which we started, also about communication and, karmic energy, the universe working behind the scenes in our favor, as well as manifestation. So our free will, our own energy going toward what we want, making focused intentions, praying, wishing, dreaming, on a star. I'm wishing on a star, and we're getting those things that we asked for. You're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. So I think I mentioned just a few minutes ago how the Four of Wands was all about joy and happiness, contentment, family, home, hearth, as well as the King and Princess of Summer together. That's, emotional fulfillment and happiness there. So it's all something that we wanted, getting what we wanted. That's why we're feeling so good. At the heart of the matter. Wow. Not only are we getting what we wanted, and so we feel amazing, but the universe showing up to reconfirm that this is a fresh start and we should just really enjoy it. And go after our dreams, chase those dreams. Major Arcana card 0, the Dreamer, which is actually the Fool in the traditional tarot. The guy just take that leap of faith and go for it. We're starting on a brand new path that we never walked before. This is our first apartment by ourselves, or this is our first, relationship of this level of seriousness, or the first time we had wanted so badly to reconcile with someone and it actually came back, or our first time going out and being social and meeting somebody in whom we turn out to be really interested. Maybe a roommate. We just click with another person and we decide, let's move in together. They need a roommate. They have a room. They have an apartment for rent, or a room for rent, or whatever. Whatever it is, it's a brand new path, and it's like a blessed path. You're starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. Really awesome. Further advice to the masculine. Oh goodness, it just keeps getting better and better. Major Arcana card 7, the Chariot. Again, speaking of opportunity to go on vacation, to travel, to move, or just simply you're being victorious and you're in the spotlight again. The Chariot is all about all of those things. You can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once. Through determination and focus, you've earned the rewards and the recognition that you are receiving. So you deserve to be this happy because you've done something for it. Well, again, the scales are being balanced in your favor. And feminine, it's another awesome one for us too. The 3 of Spring. Stop to take time to review and to make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all of your accomplishments, but you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. So something could be initiated now and you can get started now perhaps, but maybe it won't really be complete for a while. The next card is upright. I'll pull it to see with what it may have something to do, and it is connected to the 7 of Spring, which is about decisions. Again, justice can be about a decision that we have to make or that we're awaiting, possibly even an actual legal decision or determination, a judgment, but also sticking by what we've chosen to do. So if you said, that's it, I'm leaving you, I'm getting a divorce, or I'm getting a separate, sticking by that. Or I'm moving out, I appreciate you, family, for letting me stay with you, mom, dad, whatever, but I'm moving, don't try to stop me, and you should actually go. I'm taking this new job, I'm, entering this new relationship because that's what I want to do, and you shouldn't let anybody talk you out of it. Be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. And there you have it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the daily reading. I will be back Thursday. Namaste.